Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. By Albert Einstein. A very good morning to one and all. I'm entirely euphoric to welcome you all for the National Science Day program through virtual mode organized by IQAC and Math Versatile Club of Shri Krishnaswamy College for Women. I'm M. Banushree, 3rd BSc Mathematics. I have the privilege for being the host of this program. National Science Day is celebrated in India on 20th February each year to mark the discovery of Raman's effect by Indian physicist Sir C.V. Raman on 28th February 1928. He got Nobel Prize for this remarkable discovery, and this was the first Nobel Prize for India in the field of science. National Science Day is celebrated to spread a message about the importance of science and used in daily lives of humans to display all the activities, efforts, and achievements in the field of science for the human welfare. It is celebrated to discuss all the issues and implement new technologies for the development in the field of science to give an opportunity to scientific minded people in India and to encourage the people as well as to popularize science and technology. Now, I would like to invite Yasmin to give a brief introduction about Dr. R.Esther Felicia ma'am and Mrs. T. Lavanya ma'am.
Good morning to all. I welcome Dr. R.Esther Felicia ma'am, Head Department of Mathematics, Shri Krishnaswamy College for Women. She did her PhD in C. Kandasamy Naidu College for Men, University of Madras. She has finished her research master degree in a study on regular language, finite and algebraic theory of automata and PhD in Endurance dominations in graph, University of Madras. She has a strength in strong interpersonal teams, teamwork, self-confidence, and keen to learn more. Dr. R. Esther Felicia ma'am is specialized in graph theory and algebraic theory. It's my pleasure to welcome you, ma'am. Now, I would like to welcome Ms. T. Lavanya ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Sri Krishnaswamy College for Women. She did her master's in Ramanujam Institute for Advanced Studies in Mathematics, University of Madras, and gone through CSIR NET in 2017 with 28 All India ranking. She has 3+ years of teaching experience in Arts and Science College. Ms. T. Lavanya ma'am has a strength in leadership skills, self-confidence, optimism, hardworking, highly proactive, and more. It's my pleasure to welcome you, ma'am. Thank you.
Now, I would like to invite Dr. R. Esther Felicia ma'am to give her presentation.
A very good morning to one and all present here. I wish you all a very good morning and having a happy day today. So we like to see what is the basics of mathematics and what is the major subject maths is consist of
Ma'am, am I
and what are the
audible?
career oriented. Yeah, ma, sure. Yeah, you are all audible. Lavanya, I can hear you. Lavanya, you're able to hear me? You're able to hear me? Yes. Yes, you're able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am, we are able to hear you, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Hope you are able to see the screen. You're able to view my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah? Okay. Okay, just I'm going to start with just giving an overview of a subject, major subject, mathematics. And we know what is a mathematics is about. Without mathematics, the entire world does not exist. So each and everything, every small thing you count, you see in a everyday life includes mathematics. Not only a particular subject, what all we do in our daily life, routines is also consist of mathematics. So first we see what is the history of mathematics. The history is very big for mathematics. Actually, it is originated very long back. The history of mathematics is nearly as a whole as its humanity itself. Since the antiquity and mathematics has been a fundamental to advances in science, engineering, and philosophy. It has evolved from simple counting, measurements, and calculations, and the systematic study of the shapes and motions of physical objects too, through the applications of abstraction, imagination, and logic to the broad, complex, and abstract disciplines we know today. Mathematics is simply means to learn or to study or to gain knowledge. And there are so much of ancient people who invented mathematics. It is not just because of one person. Okay, at each areas, each eras, mathematics is differ variantly. Babylonian mathematics, ancient Egyptian mathematics, and Greek mathematics. Next, mathematics is splitted into two types. The first one is pure mathematics, and the second one is applied mathematics. So we should know what is the pure mathematics and applied mathematics. Pure mathematics is fully based on the abstract and the theory and the theoretical proof and the way how we got the formulas and all the things will comes under pure mathematics. First, in this option, we can say analysis, in which you can see about real analysis and complex analysis, and many analysis will be analyzing a subject or the topic or the space of different space. In maths, there are different spaces is available like vector spaces, metric spaces, Banach spaces. So each spaces will consist of the numbers which follows a certain particular rule. Okay, so the analysis will be studied in this pure mathematics. And next one is algebra. The algebra is just you're going to see the operations based on the variables or the numbers in generalized form. We cannot use numbers. We'll just see what is the variables operations on like A, B, C in keeping the numbers in general, and we'll see some main theorems like Sylow's theorems and also in this algebra. And next one is number theory and geometry. You know all geometry you will have gone through so far. So geometry you'll be learning about shapes and many more measurements you'll be learning under geometry. And topology is a subject where you're going to go deep into the spaces and you'll be learning more about the spaces in the subject topology. The next one is applied mathematics. Applied mathematics is nothing but it is an application of mathematics, okay, where you can apply in real life situations where the mathematics is used both in abstract also and in real life applications also. So when you're going to apply for real life applications, mathematics you need more involvement and you need more concentration on the problem oriented concepts. So in this applied mathematics you will be learning of probability, in which you will know what is the probability. Daily in our life we'll be choosing, we'll be taking decisions and all the things. So everything comes under probability. You may be probably deciding to go or not go, so everything is probability. So here you'll be talking about the dices or number of chances available for you, and what is the way you can decide and what will happen in the future. So you can predict in probability in approximate way in this probability chapter. Next is statistics. You know, statistics is very, very important for each and every survey we are going to take for every any content or any matter. Okay, for even from election or from anything, if you're going to take a vote or you're going to choose whether this is needed for a state or country or anything, you'll take a survey that is purely based on statistics. Okay, so here you'll be dealing with the data and representing the data in various forms like bar diagrams and also many charts and etc. So the next one is OR. Operations research is one of the very interesting subject where here you'll be talking about assignment problems, transportations. See, in assignment, you should know if you're going to run a company, what will happen, how to manage the people. Okay, you cannot assign every work to everyone, and you should see what is the assigning capacity and what is the assigning capability of the person as well as to the company too. So all this you'll be doing under assignment problems, and here you will be constructing your linear programming problem where you can shift your work and you will reduce your work in a splitted mathematical manner and you will express this in the mathematical equation. And for us, the transportation problem is there, where you'll find out the shortest distance or minimize your transportation cost. So if you're going to run a company or you're going to be doing any some business, you should reduce your transportation cost to get more profit. For that reason, you will be concentrating to how to minimize the cost of the transportation. So all that problems, and also critical path methods, finding the shorter route distance, everything will be studied under the operations research. Next one is mathematical optimization. Here you will reach the optimizing concepts of mathematics in this topic. And next, computational science is also there. Here you see some major algorithms, discharge algorithm. Many algorithms will be there in the computational sciences also. That also includes in the applied mathematics. Next one is why to learn mathematics. We have so much of the subjects and everything. Then why we need to choose learning mathematics? Actually, mathematics helps improve the problem solving skill. So in everyday life, we have to face one or two situations where you have to see some problems. Without problems, no problem will never reach any person. We cannot be so sure in that. So to face any problem, you need a calculative mind. So what is the exact problem you should understand, and what is maybe the solution or the correct solution for the problem, you must be able to identify. So while learning mathematics, it will automatically improve your problem solving skills. The next one is mathematics helps us to think analytically and systematically and have better reasoning abilities. So you should be able to give reason, or you should be able to give the proof for each and every concept you're introducing newly, or the concept which you are adopting to. So that it will increase your analytical and reasoning abilities basically when you're learning mathematics. And mathematics will make your mind sharp, and it will be make more calculative. Uh, then like selling like predictively, you cannot be so generalized in some matters. Whether you need something, you should say yes or no. You should be very prescribed in that manner. So while learning mathematics, it will increase your skill more. And mathematics is essentially in today's world, almost every career requires a little knowledge and application for mathematics. Without mathematics, you cannot do any business, because business is fully dealt with your amounts and money and profit and loss. You should able to decide, if I'm going to get so much of things in my shop, if I sell it in this price, I will get so much of profit. So without having any idea of how much you're going to get, you cannot dump all the things and get it into loss. So even a small business or small selling or anything you're going to start with, definitely they require a mathematics. Okay. The next one is it also makes up a large part of everyday life. You know what happens in everyday life. If I'm eating till sleeping, we do everything calculatively. We'll eat, we know how many things you have to eat, or what you have to do. So you'll be seeing the timing, and accordingly you'll be act to your works. You'll go to the college, or you'll be going to your work, and everything is based on your time. You cannot go beyond your time. So you know the limits, when to do, what to do at what time exactly. So that comes under every day, every minute we are dealing with mathematics. Next one is a great career options, and it helps to improve informed choices. Okay, you have so much of career informations, you have great career opportunities in mathematics, and you can also adopt for this. Next one is we're going to see what are just going to see a short things about what are the courses in BSc mathematics. You mean these courses means I mean the paper. So what are the papers you're going to read or learn in mathematics? In first year you will be learning of algebra, differential calculus, integral calculus, trigonometry, and calculus of finite differences and numerical analysis. These are the papers you're going to deal with first years in BSc mathematics, and we'll see a few of them in the coming slides. Okay, next one is second year, you're going to read analytical geometry, differential equations, mathematical statistics, and statics. So these are the papers you're going to deal with in second year. And third year, you will be learning algebraic structures, real analysis, dynamics, discrete mathematics, graph theory, operations research, linear algebra, and complex analysis. So these are the major papers you'll be learning in the final year. And next we'll see in short only few courses I'm just going to explain. Okay, so first thing we can see about what is algebra. So most of the people will think algebra is very tough first and all. It's nothing, but it's not an easy, it's a very easy paper and it's not tough. You're going to deal with the variables, or you can say it is numbers in a generalized manner. So you're going to deal with the numbers in generalized way in algebra, like how to hand, what are the properties a number can hold, what all can happen if a number is added with a negative number, or it will multiply with a negative number. Is there any identity exists? So you'll see a lot of concepts in algebra. It will be so interesting. And in algebra, there are different types of algebra exist. Okay, the first one is elementary algebra. It is a part of algebra that is usually taught in elementary course of mathematics. Here it will be taught in the basic operations in the numbers in the form of generalized manners. You will not straight away learn with the plus number 5, 6 like that. Numbers will not be included, but you will be you can able to see that it will be included in generalized manner like A, B, C, and you will be doing the operations based on that. Second one is abstract algebra. Abstract algebra is which algebraic structures like groups, rings, and fields. You'll be learning about some particular set or with some certain property and axiomatically defined, and they will be investigated. Okay, for example, if you take a group, it will consist of four basic numbers. So if any set possesses that conditions, it and the 4 or 5 conditions will be given to that set. If the elements which satisfy that conditions will comes under that group, and we say that is a group. And group will have an identity element, an inverse element. So all these conditions will be, each space will consist of different rules and regulations. Like groups will have one certain set of rules, whereas the rings will have certain set of rules, and fields will have certain set of rules. And also we have vector spaces and many more spaces in this abstract algebra. And linear algebra is which specifies the properties of linear equations. Okay, here you also see vector spaces and matrices are also studied. You know what is the basic things of matrices, where matrices are mainly used in many concepts in real life applications too. Next, you can see the Boolean algebra. And Boolean algebra is nothing but a branch of algebra which is an abstract oriented with computation, where you involves like truth values for false or true. You can say yes or no. Only two numbers will be included, 0 or 1. If it is true, it is 1, and if it is 0, it is 0. And here you will be studying about switching circuits. Many things will be going off, like how to switches can be made, how the alternating current can be sent. You will learn, and also you learn how to frame that truth table for the given expressions. It can be a conjunctive normal form expressions or disjunctive normal form expressions, and you should also be able to convert and learn the conversion between them. Okay, how to convert a CNF to DNF and also to DNF to CNF. This will be under thing. And switching circuits, many more applications in graph theory will also comes in this topic, Boolean algebra. And next one is universal algebra, is in which the properties are common, but algebraic structures are also extremely studied. Like we can see that you can study in deep little bit in universal algebra. The next one is you're going to see the thing is trigonometry. So in this paper, trigonometry, what I'm going to learn is it is actually a branch of mathematics that studies the relationship between the side, length, and angle of triangles. Or you're going to learn about shapes. Okay. The next, the field emerged in the Hellenistic world during the 3rd century BC from applications of geometry to astronomical studies. The last one is the trigonometry is used in astronomy, navigation, surveying, and periodic functions too. Next, you're going to see the courses. Analytical geometry. In the classical mathematics, analytical geometry, also known as a coordinate geometry or the Cartesian geometry, in the study of geometry using the coordinate system. Okay, actually, this contrary to synthetic geometry, you have coordinates. Coordinates mean, I think, the points where the angles are made or where the shapes are being constructed. All this called as a coordinates. In this, you have some certain types of coordinates like Cartesian coordinates, which is in plane or space, and next polar coordinates, which is in a plane, and cylindrical coordinates is in space, and spherical coordinates is also in space. Next one is you're going to talk about the equation and curves in this. Okay, equations and curves means, lines and planes will be there, and conic sections will be there, and quadratic surfaces will be there. Analytical geometry is used in physics and engineering, and also in aviation, rocketry, space and science, and space flight. Next one is you're going to see what is the course in mathematical statistics. What are you going to learn in mathematical statistics? Actually, mathematical statistics is the application of probability theory, a branch of mathematics, to statistics, or opposed to techniques of statistical data. Here in this subject, you will be dealing only with the data, and you'll be calculating using the formulas what all things can be happen, what is your correlation, what is your error of occurring, and all the things will be calculated in this subject. And statistical data collection is also concerned with the planning of studies. Okay, and especially with the design of randomized experiments and with the planning of surveying using random samplings also. So you can use the sampling as a major topic in this statistics, where you can take few samples and you will be deciding on what you have to do. So for anything, for any concepts or any business, anything, you cannot take the entire thing and put into investigation. You have to take some few samples, and from the samples itself, you should be able to analyze whether we can proceed on further or we can get back of it. So that decision thing will be very much useful from this statistical data analysis. Next, you see data analysis, and data analysis is divided into two parts, that is descriptive statistics and inferential statistics. What I mean by descriptive statistics is that this is a part of statistics again that describes the data. It gives a description about data, what type of data you have collected, whether it is a primary or secondary. You know what is a primary data? The primary data is nothing but data which a person goes straight to the place and collect the data. It is mean primary. And secondary data means the person will get the information through newspaper or any other communications to the second person or third person. It may be anything. That is secondary data. So that all this data will describe something about what you needed, and description will be giving, and that is called as descriptive statistics. Next one is inferential statistics, means it is a part of statistics that draws a conclusion from the data. That is the final decision what you're getting from the data. So I got this data in this angle. So what I'm going to do further, the decision making is comes under this inferential statistics. Okay. Next, you're going to see graph theory. And you know what is a graph theory? Okay, it is a very, very interesting subject. And here you're going to learn what all the things we can do with graphs and also with networks. Okay, so a graph theory is mainly used in many real life applications. It is an application oriented mathematics actually. And you can see it is a study of actually a graphs. You know, so far you can learn with the graphs is x-axis and y-axis. So you'll be familiar with all the things. But with concerning with graphs, now you'll be having GPS. You use graph there, and even for locking, unlocking your screen, mobile, you're using graph. And each and symbolic representation. So whatever the simple things, if you want to go to some place, you'll be seeing a Google map in your car and mobiles and everything. So everything is based on nowadays is on graphs. And it is a study of graphs, which means there will be some points and vertices. We call points and points or vertices. In the picture, you can see the colors like green and the pink and violet which are game. All this consists of vertices, and edges will be the lines joining the both the vertices. So there will be edge or path. So if you want to find a route, you have to travel through some destination from the source place to the destination place. You'll be having some roads that will be considered as an edges. Okay, so everything, and it is model pairwise relation between the objects. It shows the very pictorial representation. It makes the things clear, very much clear. When you know, instead of talking about entirely thing in the theory manner, it will be very useful if you're going to draw a graph. Even in weather forecasting, you can see they'll show the map for you and what is the graph, and what will the graph is either is rising or it's getting down. Okay, and also in Sensex, you'll use the graphs where you can see the whether senses the points are increasing for the company or it is not increasing for the company. So everything is represented in graphs. And a graph is in the context made up of vertices, and you know it is nodes. You can call it as vertices, nodes, or points. And it is also they are connected by the edges, or you can say links, or you can say it is as lines. The next one is the distinction is made between the undirected graphs, whereas there is two types of graphs there. One is normal graphs, and another one is directed graph. What is the difference between directed and undirected graphs is when you're going to talk about a normal graph, the edges will be there. You can travel to any point. So from A to B, you can travel. From B to A also, you can travel. Suppose if you're going to talk about the directed graph, means the arrow mark or the position of the traveling will be mentioned to you. So from which point to which point, if the arrow mark is existing, only you can travel to that point. You cannot take it in the reverse manner. From A to B, if there is an arrow mark, you can travel only to A to B. From B to A, you cannot come back again. So that is you have to follow the rules of the arrow marks direction given to you. That is a difference with the directed graphs. And next one is the graphs are one of the principal objects of study in discrete mathematics. Also, we learn what is a graphs and all of the basics of graphs. Next one is we are going to see what is operation research. See, operation research is actually consists of exactly 5 points. What you can say is the first one is it is an actually the operation research is an analytical method of problem solving. It is entirely deals with the problem, how to solve the problem. That's all. So it is going to deals with the problem solving method, and you have to take decision making. Also, it helps you. Decision making is very, very, very important thing when you're running a business or anything. If you're going to take any wrong decisions, definitely you'll be land up with very loss. So each and every decisions you're taking, you should be very, very conscious about what you're taking, and you have to predict. You should able to predict what much the loss you'll be getting, or what much the profit you're going to getting. Based on this, what are the decisions you're going to take. So and it is very useful. This operation research subject is very, very useful for management studies and also for managing the organization. Next, in operation research, the problems can be broken into basic components, and then you can solve in defined steps by mathematical analysis. You no need to get confused with the whole problem, or you don't need to consider a whole problem. You can split or divide the problems into small, small sectors, and then solve them with a separate manner, and then you can combine and say the final result. That is possible in operations research. Next one is in operation research, you will be learning of scheduling. You know how to schedule and airlines and trains and buses. Everything has been scheduled and they are going in that order. If not, there will be a lot of confusion. So all the things are scheduling. Even if I am going to run a company, I should know to schedule what project should I take on which time and which to deliver at what time. So all the things scheduling is very much most important. That concept you will be learning in operation research. Next one is assignment, as I already told. Assignment is employed to the projects. You can employ to the persons what work you're going to assign, or even you can assign some works to the machines also. That is also is needed. If you are going to run with the machines only, so no human powers, you should know to give which work of which lot of work to which machine, and which machine is keep on working, and which is the time scheduling, distribution, all the things must be go. Okay, next one is facility location. You can learn in this topic. Here you should know deciding most appropriate locations for new facilities such as warehouses and factories or fire stations. And next one is you can learn about hydraulics and piping engineering, managing a flow of water from reservoirs. You should plan accordingly from different states. You should go anything, you should plan accordingly. And health and services also, the operation research has been used. And the game theory. Game theory also is very, very interesting topic, where you can identifying, understanding, the developing some strategies for adopted by the companies. So in short, we can say OR is mainly consist of the five things. One is the formulating the problem. First, you should formulate what is the exact problem, find out. Next one is construct a model. Construct a model for approaching the problem. Third one is you choose the resolving method. So you should choose which method to adopt so that I will get the maximum benefit. And the fourth one is you have to resolve the problem. You have to work on the problem. And fifth one is you get the implementing the solution. So you can finally get the solution and you implement in your business. Okay. So next one is I think we'll go with this machine learning concept also. Mathematics is very much useful, wherein it consists of machine learning is basically consists of the following subjects in mathematics, like linear algebra. It consists of 35%, and probability and statistical theories in 25%, and multivariate calculators for 15%, and algorithms and complexity is also existing of 15%, and others will be of 10%. So the importance of math topics is also needed for the machine learning. Okay, so overall, mathematics is a subject where it is useful in all the fields, and it is always a queen of science. And without mathematics, nothing subject can be involved. Okay, so I thank once again for giving me this opportunity, and thank you all for listening to this slides. And next, I like to call upon Mrs. T. Lavanya, ma'am. She is an assistant professor, Department of Mathematics, to continue with the career-oriented basis in mathematics. Thank you.
Thank you, Esther ma'am, for uh, for giving the introduction for us. So, good morning, students. Today we are going to see about our career orientation in mathematics, right? So, wait a minute. I will share the screen. One minute, ma'am.
Yeah, ma. Yeah. Okay, no problem.
Yes. Before going to the session, I want some. Yes, I want some intro about the mathematics. So I hope everyone has reading the mathematics is a subject from your school level. So students nowadays, they are just thinking the mathematics is a tough and difficult subject because of the conceptual understanding, and because of that solving of the procedures and all. So I hope for this session you will be having some insight about mathematics, which is not at all a difficult. It is also a subject which it involves in our life. So I hope you have a very great thing in this. So let us go on to the session now. I'm sorry, I'm facing some technical issue.
Okay.
Is okay, ma'am. Before I get into our technical things, I want to clear with the students what are the difficulties they are facing in solving the mathematics, and what are the things they are going through while studying the mathematics. I want to discuss about these things now. Can I? Is I
Yes,
hope
ma'am.
students
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
students are in the live chat, so you can post your questions which you are facing while studying mathematics. What are the issues you are facing while studying the mathematics? Yes, you can post your questions now.
Students, you can post your questions if you have, if feel any difficulties about mathematics, or you want to know anything about mathematics. Your what about that placements and where you can place on if you're going to study mathematics, everything. Yes. Is anyone having any questions? Okay,
Yeah,
just
ma'am.
want to share about. Yeah, is there a question,
Yes,
Rasmi?
ma'am. One of the students have posted the questions like while studying mathematics, they are having some issues in understanding the concepts. That is, if you are reading the formulas, they are not understanding the formulas clearly. So it was little bit tough to just go through the formulas and also keep remembering those formulas and all. So please remember these things. If you are reading the formulas, the best way to remember the formulas, to please understand the formulas, how it has been formulated. So we can't read out the proof, all the formulas, because there are so many pages and pages for each and every formulas. So if you want to just clear cut with your formulas and understanding, please go through, at least somehow just go through the things which
which we can understand, and how the formulas has been formulated. So if you read out the formulas in this way, you can remember the formulas at lifelong. So there is no need to be worry about remembering the formulas and just mug upping and by hearting the things. So please don't mug up the formulas and all the uh, problems and all. Just keep remember the techniques and the way of problems we have to solve. That's the only way to get easier with mathematics. That's the only way to solve the mathematics. Is any other thing?
Any questions?
Any
Okay, I just
questions?
want to share a few words about where you'll be getting placed after finishing your BSc Mathematics and all. So you see, first thing, and you can be a teacher, you know that, and then you can be a professor. And if you're going to finish your doctorate degree, you can be a professor and also universities, and you can also go for IT fields. Any IT companies, they are recruiting people with mathematics as a base course, and many other fields also, even for any companies or banking sectors. Okay, well, you can just adopt it, and you can get into any field if you're going to compete with the mathematics, BSc Mathematics. Okay. Any other questions you have to post, you can
So, and
ask.
also,
And
if you go through that newspaper daily, and also there is a newspaper article also for this year, arts and science and students have been placed at so much reputed companies, especially in BPOs and also in the software companies. The highly paid salary was 7 lakhs per annum. So it's probably 50,000, around 50,000 per month. So it is also a highly payable courses also. So you can try for this. So especially for the school students who are studying plus 1 and plus 2, they can have a great career opportunities in arts and science, especially in mathematics. If you going through mathematics, you will be able to clear so many banking examinations, and also because all the banking examinations and all the government examinations, it will be having some aptitude chapter. So even if we are studying the aptitude chapter separately, if you are a math students, it will be very easy to clear out your aptitude chapters, and going through that examination is very very easy for you. So for reading mathematics is very very important, and also it is very very useful for our life also. Yes, I hope I can share my screen now. So hope my screen is visible.
yes, ma'am, it's visible.
So and also in between time, if you have any doubts, you can post it in the chat box. So if you want to do anything, you should have to dream big, right? So that is the only key way to go through it. So, as ma'am said, what is mathematics and what are the things we have read in the mathematics and what are the things we had go through mathematics, all those things ma'am has said. So, after that, from the continuation of that, I'm going to talk about what after BSc mathematics is. So, after BSc mathematics, we have so many higher education opportunities. So, the first thing is MSc mathematics. As we all know, after BSc, we can do MSc mathematics, and after that it is a MSc applied mathematics and also MSc statistics, and we can do MSc actuarial science, and we can do MSc financial mathematics and computations, and after that there is a lot many opportunities in computer stream also. So that one is a master in data science and MSc IT and MCA, and we can do in business oriented courses also. So one is MBA, our most famous course in master degree, and also chartered accountants and chartered financial analyst. We can go for chartered financial analyst and company secretaries. So these are the business oriented career opportunities after BSc mathematics. So students can choose any business oriented courses from these from MBA to chartered accountants, chartered financial analyst and company secretaries if you want to go in office kind of jobs. So if you want to go in software kind of jobs, you can choose the master in of data science or MSc IT or MCA and all those things, and you can go as a data analyst and also as a data scientist. In these days, especially in the pandemic, data analyst and data science is very important thing, and the demand for the data analyst and data scientist is increased more. So if you want to go in a computer science field, you can go like this. And if you want to go in pure mathematics, if you want to go some do researches in the mathematics, and if you want to have some applied thing in the mathematics, applied researches in the mathematics, then you can go for MSc mathematics, MSc applied mathematics. And also there is some statistician. If you want to be a statistician, you can go for a MSc statistics also. And for MSc actual science, it is also one of the data analyst jobs, and also it prefers some office job only. And then let's move on to the next slide. So after that, MSc entrance examinations. So after BSc, if you want to do MSc courses, so we have so many entrance examinations. So first thing is NBHM entrance examination and JAM entrance examination. So for NBHM entrance examination, yeah, for if you want to do MSc, uh, for getting the stipend from the government, you can write NBHM. So NBHM is a government autonomous body, and it is a national board of higher mathematics. So this organization is providing 6,000 per month for each and every students. For every year, they are conducting a scholarship examination for MSc students. So MSc students, in the sense, I'm just telling, if you are doing MSc after BSc, if you are attending the first year MSc, then you can apply for this NBHM entrance examination. If you have get cleared for those 2 years period, you will be getting 6,000 monthly. So government is providing so many opportunities to study MSc. Then joint admission test. So if you want to do a joint MSc mathematics in IIT, IIT is not only for any engineering courses, it also for MSc mathematics also. IIT, so many IITs having MSc mathematics as a major subject uh, in their campus, so you can do your MSc and also the further research in MSc in IITs also. So there are so many IITs offering MSc mathematics joint with research scholarships. And also if you want to do MSc there, if you want to do MSc, you have heard about your IIT JEE and also GATE examination. The both are very famous examination. If you want to do IIT JEE, if you want to get cleared the 12th with a good percentage, and also if you have good analytic skills in all the physics, chemistry and mathematics, you can get clear IIT JEE. You can be place any engineering courses in IIT, right? So likewise, if you want to do MSc mathematics in IIT, you have to apply for JAM. So for every year, JAM examination will be called for from January and February, at the end of January and February, right? So next, what are the IITs offering MSc mathematics? So here are the chart showing that the IITs show having MSc mathematics, and I have put it in the ranking list. So the first campus which having MSc mathematics in efficient form is IIT Madras, and the next comes IIT Bombay, and the next is IIT Delhi, IIT Kharagpur, and IIT Kanpur, IIT Roorkee, and IIT Guwahati, and all those IITs are showing excellent research papers and excellent research thing in the mathematics. So if you have a great ambition to do a course in very prestigious universities or any prestigious institutions, you can apply for these institutions also. So if you once you get into this kind of campuses, this kind of things, it will be a very it will gives you a bright future for your, right? So the next thing is not only the IITs, there are so many NITs. NITs also have offering MSc mathematics. So the first National Institute of Tiruchirappalli. So as you see, IIT Madras and IIT Tiruchirappalli is located in our Tamil Nadu only. So it will be ranking the first in the places of NITs and IITs. So not only in so we are, yes, as we see all the NITs, among all the NITs and among all the IITs, our Tamil Nadu institutions ranks first. So it is a very pride of that, right? So you can apply for NITs. So if you want to go for NITs, you have to get clear with the JAM. Not only for IITs, for NITs also you have to clear the JAM paper. And next comes your PhD level competitive examinations after MSc. So you have to do your research in the mathematics, not only MSc mathematics and after that PhD mathematics. So you can do an integrated mathematics, integrated PhD, right? So integrated PhD is a 5 years course. That 5 years course will offering first 2 years is your masters and the last 3 years is your research, right? So for that also, our government is providing so many scholarship. Here it comes NBHM, as I said before. So for MSc students also, NBHM is providing the scholarship. Yes, for PhD students also, NBHM is providing the scholarship. The National Board of Higher Education. So not only simply they are not providing the scholarship, you have to apply for entrance examination every year at the start of year. NBHM is qualifying for this kind of examination. You can apply for that. And for CSIR UGC, so CSIR UGC JR of net, right? So this examination is a eligible examination. It will be conducting every year twice. So they are offering lectureship eligibility, and JRF means the Junior Research Fellowship. If you want to do a research in mathematics, this board is providing, yes, some huge amount to your research fellows for each and every month. Yes, in upcoming slides I will tell how much of amount it was providing. And for GATE, so yes, always I hope you all heard about this GATE, great aptitude gratitude aptitude graduate aptitude test in engineering. It is a key for to entering IIT if you want to do PhD in IIT. So for MSc mathematics, if you want to write JAM, for PhD you have to go for GATE. So after MSc you can write GATE, and after BSc you can write JAM examination, right? So these are the links I have given. So you can go and see what are the things, further things in here. And the next thing is fellowship. So what are the fellowship? As I said before, CSA or UGC is giving us some huge sum, right? So for the JRF and SRF. So JRF is nothing but a junior research fellow, and SRF is nothing but a senior research fellow. So PhD course is for 5 years. For the first 2 years, this body is providing 31,000 per month. Along with this, there is a contingency for 20,000 per annum. So contingency means if you want to buy any books or uh, anything regarding your reading materials, you can claim from this 20,000 rupees. And also, if you want to go for other states or other districts, that is from your hometown, it was providing HR allowance also, house rent allowance also, as a for 30%, right? You can utilize all those things. So junior research fellowship under the CSAR is a very great opportunity to do the research, right? So the first 2 years it was providing 31,000, and for the last 3 years, so from third year onwards, it was providing some 35,000 per month with contingency of per annum as 20,000 and 30% of house rent allowance. So this is a very great scheme. And the next thing, not only this CSAR alone providing the scholarship for the students. So there is a DST. So DST is also another government autonomous body. So fellowship for university students, right? So it is an inspired scholarship. So it was called as an inspired scholarship. It was provided by DST. So this inspired scholarship will be provided for the student who get a first rank in MSc. So we are under Madras University, right? So if you are doing MSc Mathematics, so under Madras and affiliated to under Madras University. So if you get rank one among all those colleges, so this DST Inspired Scholarship, from this DST Inspired Scholarship, you can get a scholarship for monthly around 30,000, right? And not having
Lavanya ma'am, are you there? Lavanya ma'am, are you there? Yes. Okay. Okay, students, you have any other questions? You can post. Students, you have any questions? Yes. Yeah, she's back.
Students, do you have any questions regarding the scholarship schemes? Yes, ma'am. Some person have asked how to understand the question, how to understand a math question. Yes, it is a very good thing. Yes, if you are reading some math question means first clear with that concepts and also first clear with the technical terms. For example, if you want to know about a point, locus of a point, it was located in that means first just know what is mean by locus. First, what is mean by locus? Yes, how to define the locus? Yeah, first how to define the circle. So if you want to draw a circle, just drawing a circle means like this. It is not a definition, right? So first we have to know what is mean by circle is. So how to define a circle? Is can anyone in the chat box? Can anyone chat in the chat box? Is okay. If you want to draw a circle means first we have to fix it a point. So from that fixed point we have to have some reference at point as a moving point. With a constant distance we have to move that point. So where we have started and we have to end that line at the same point. So like these kind of things we want to have some knowledge about the terms. What are the terms in the question? So first understand the terms in the question. So and then frame. If you can't understand that at first reading the question, just read out the question at twice, 1 or 2 times. So definitely third or fourth time you will understand something in that question. So that is the key point. If you have practiced in this way, at the one point you will be solving, you will be knowing the question at the first time itself, at the first attempt itself. So anything else is there? Anything else? Any other questions? Ma'am, if my screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am. It's visible.
Yes, ma'am. What about my
Yes.
PPT?
Hi. Uh, your PPT is not visible, ma'am. It's just like it's showing the entire screen actually. I now it's visible. Your PPT is visible now.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Students, you have to post any questions. You can post it now in your chat box. Okay, Banushri. Banushri, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you can proceed with the further, ma. You can proceed.
Okay. Quiz link will be posted in the WhatsApp group, and I hope everybody will attend the quiz. Vote of thanks. Good morning to one and all. It gives an immense pleasure in welcoming you all for this orientation program. I would like to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Esther Felicia, ma'am, Assistant Professor, Head Department of Mathematics, Shri Krishnaswamy College for Women. Mrs. T. Lavanya, ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Shri Krishnaswamy College for Women. Today, we had an opportunity to listen to your thoughts, ma'am, and this will undeniably going to vitalize us in our future events. Myself, Banushri, 3rd BSc Mathematics, on behalf of Shri Krishnaswamy College for Women, I esteem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks. In this occasion, I thank our principal, Dr. Anita Rajendran ma'am, and Dean, Dr. R. Revati ma'am, for their support for this program. I thank our chairman of Sri Krishnaswamy Education Trust, Thiru M.A.K. Balakrishnan sir, managing director and trustees, Sri K.B.K. Rajmogan sir, Sri K.B. Arun sir, Sri K.B. Krishnanand sir, for their support for this occasion. My heartfelt thanks to our teachers who have worked hard to corroborate this occasion become a resounding success. Last but not the least, I thank all of my friends for your cooperation in making this occasion a tremendous success. Finally, I like to conclude with a quote. Life is a math equation. In order to gain the most, you have to know how to convert the negatives into positives. Once again, I thank you all for the participation. Thank you.